Hello everyone and welcome to the Blues Bridge. The FPL is back and I'm very excited because I've just done my draft and I can't wait to show you lot. But before we get into it, if you could just subscribe, that would mean a lot. I've just started this channel not so long ago, so it would mean a lot. We're growing this football channel, so what you're going to see on this channel is sort of content like this, football challenges in person, and also watching football matches live on stream on this YouTube channel. So let's move over to my FPL Fantasy Premier League team. As always, we have £100 million to spend on some players. So starting off with goal, we've got Edward Mendy. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're going,
oh, you've just picked this goalkeeper because he's Chelsea.
And you're not wrong. So out of all of the keepers in the Premier League season 21-22, Edward Mendy was 4th, keeping 14 clean sheets. I mean, that's pretty good. Alisson and Edison joint first with 20 clean sheets, but I think Edward Mendy, like as in this season, he's going to do amazing. I think Chelsea are going to regroup. We're going to get some decent players. I know that Rudiger's gone. We might be getting Sterling. We probably got Sterling by the time this video goes up, but we're going to have a whole new defence as well. I think it's just going to work. We've got rid of Lukaku now. That's our problem. Gone out the window. I think we're all right. So I think, you know what, Edward Mendy had a great start this season, last season, and I think he's going to have probably the best season this season. So my defence line is looking sweet. I absolutely love this defence. We're starting off with Andy Robertson. As a defender, you're not really going to score goals, but in last season he scored 3. He's a defender, so you got to let him off. That's pretty good, and I think from last season he has been incredible, and he's only going to get better. He's had 29 appearances and Liverpool have won 21 times. I mean, that's pretty good. Added on to that, he's had 16 clean sheets. So, I mean, it's a no-brainer for me. I am picking Andy Robertson. My next offender is Kieran Trippier, who went to Newcastle last season and he only cost £5 million in the FPL. 16.1%. have picked Kieran Trippier. That is quite high. Since he's been at Newcastle, he has been incredible. And like I said before about Andy Robertson, he's only going to get better. Check out this stat for Kieran Trippier. 6 appearances at Newcastle. Bear in mind, he's only just joined, right? He scored 2 goals. The lad is a defender. It's a no-brainer again to pick Kieran Trippier. This is my opinion. I know I'm going to get so much hate in the comments saying, oh, why have you picked him? But, I mean, like, it's obvious, right? Our third defender is, yes, another Chelsea player. It's Reece James. I was actually debating whether or not to get Ben Chilwell because they're sort of similar. I know Ben Chilwell hasn't really played a lot in the last season, but when he was starting every game, he just improved that team. And I'm not just saying this, but when he got injured, the club just went down. It did. We were winning like near enough every single game. We were at the top of the league, and as soon as Ben Chilwell got injured, that was it. That was the end for Chelsea. We came third though, so we're alright. But I picked Reece James because 1, he's 6 million, right? And 43% of people picked him for the FPL. With 26 appearances and 5 goals. Pretty good. And his tackle success, 76%. He is an insane player for Chelsea. I would be gutted if he left. Also, he's had 5 clean sheets. This man is unstoppable. Him right wing back, Ben Chilwell left wing back. You know what I mean? We're winning. We're winning the league. But in my eyes, again, it is a no-brainer to get Reece James or Ben Chilwell. They're quality. They're both £6 million as well. Last offender is Ivan Perisic. Honestly, don't know a lot about the geezer, but he's 5.5 million and 46.8% of people picked him, so he's got to be decent, right? I know he plays for Spurs, that's all I know. I'm a noob, to be fair, but I feel like if nearly 50% of people picked him, he's got to be decent, hasn't he? So now the goalkeeper and defenders have been selected, now it's time to move over to the midfield positions. Pedro Lomba Neto. Probably pronounced that wrong. I'm actually really surprised that he only goes for 5.5 mil. I know he's been out of a lot of games, he's only played 30 in last season and scored 1, but if you look at the 2021 season, we had 31 appearances in the 21-22 season and he scored 5 goals. Not unbelievable, but it's still quite decent. I think because his price is so low, which surprises me, a lot of people have picked him. I say a lot, 26%, but it's still decent.
It is decent!
I think he's an amazing player for Wolves, and the reason why I picked Neto is because if you look at the Wolves fixtures, it's quite easy for Wolves. So I think this is a no-brainer to put him in your FPL squad, and I think he's going to do bits. Got an Arsenal player, we've got Martinelli. Quite cheap still, £6 million. I had to think about putting him in my FPL squad. I wasn't too sure on him, but I'll move over to my bench because you'll see why I've done that. But last season, 29 appearances and 6 goals. I think Arsenal are going to do an amazing job this season. They've just got Gabriel Jesus. I think Arsenal are going to be a bit unstoppable this season. I really do. They've got a good squad. They've got Emil Smith-Rowe, they've got Saka, they've got Jesus up front. I mean, they've got Aaron Ramsdale in goal, who I've got to admit, he is good. He is, you know what, he's not good, he's brilliant. He's a brilliant keeper. And if I was Gareth Southgate, I would take Jordan Pickford out in goal and put Aaron Ramsdale in. Again, 15.2% of people pick Martinelli. Luis Diaz, you've got to put him in your FPL. If you don't, you're a mug. £8 million, a little bit pricey. He's just started for Liverpool, but I think he's gonna get you points. Luis Diaz is getting you some points in the FPL. 31.8% of people have picked him. Wow, I think he works perfectly in the Liverpool squad with 13 appearances and 4 goals. Just recently started, you know, he's just signed for Liverpool basically, nearly. With 4 goals and 13 appearances, you know, he's just getting into the whole move. I think he's going to do wonders for Liverpool, and I think he's going to get you some FPL points as well. The last one was a tough one to pick. The last midfielder was tough to pick. Of course it wasn't. It's Mo Salah. £13 million? That's a bit pricey if you ask me. I just hope Salah does an amazing job at the start of the season, because I've got to say it, he's falling off just a tinsy-wincy bit. Wouldn't say he's shit, but he's not as good as he was at the start of the season. I'm sorry. Nearly 60% of people have picked Mo Salah in their FPL. Do I even need to look at his stats? Do I even need to? I mean, I know it's going to be good. You know what? We're going to look at it anyway. 35 appearances and 23 goals. Put him in your FPL, man. Put him in there. This wasn't a hard decision for me. As soon as I saw Mo Salah on the screen, I was like, yep, I'll have him. And moving over to the forward attacking. But before we do that, remember to subscribe to this channel and like this video. Thanks. Like I was saying before, I think Arsenal are going to be unstoppable. And they've just recently signed Gabriel Jesus. So I put Gabriel Jesus in my squad, didn't I? I just did. £8 million. He's going to do wonders for Arsenal. Put him in there. Our next striker, I think everyone's going to have him in their FPL, to be honest, is Haaland. 11.5 million. His price is going to go up in the FPL as well when he's banging in goals. I'm telling you, City are on top again. They're winning the league. Also, I am going to do a Premier League tables prediction. So that's coming very soon. 65% of people have picked him. I don't even need to make this video. You guys already know. I have put him as my captain as well, because I'm going to get more points. He's going to bang in goals. Enough said. I don't know how he's going to do though. Coming from a Farmers League to the Premier League, I don't know. I wouldn't say he'll flop, because I don't think he will. He's a beast. He's a beast, and put him in your squad, man. So that is my full squad. On my bench, I've got Jordan Pickford. Honestly, I had no idea who to pick. Vestergaard, I don't even know if I'm saying that right, £4 million. And I've got Martin Odegaard as well. Odegaard, 6.5 million. I might swap him out. He is fucking class, to be fair, as well. So that's why I was saying before about Martinelli. I might swap them two out, just depending on how they play. Got quite a lot of Arsenal players here. And we've got Sam Greenwood from Leeds. My girlfriend is going to absolutely love me because she loves Leeds. She's absolutely gutted about Calvin Phillips because he just moved to City. And to be fair, my girlfriend does fancy Calvin Phillips. Now, put me to Calvin Phillips, right? I mean, I've got no chance, have I? But Sam Greenwood, £4.5 million, and 27.2% of people have selected him as well. I know he is quite decent, but he's not up there. But we'll just see how he does. But that's been it, guys. I think that's quite a decent squad. Rip me to pieces in the comments, please, because I know it's going to happen. You're probably thinking that is an absolute shithouse of a squad there, but I tried my best, and that's all I've got. But yeah, I've been Ty, and this has been the Blues Bridge.
Kinda got you feeling wavy, way too early to be hazy. Start a 10 job cause you're crazy. Yeah, you back in the game and you don't